Is it on, honey? Is this bitch recording? What's up, YouTube land, Twitter land, Instagram, Snapchat, Grindr, Swift, and all that other shit? This is your girl, T.S. Madison, and I'm coming to you loud, live, and in color with a very special announcement. Are you trying to get your business seen around the world? Are you trying to get those unique impressions? Is there a specific demographic that you're looking to reach? Well, look no further, honey. I'm your girl. We're currently running specials for our sponsorship packages that will boost your business. Email me at booktsmadison@gmail.com. Advertise with us today. See you soon. Bye.
Maddie in the morning, 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 Maddie in the morning. What? Wait, hold on. What time is it? Whatever time it is, it's morning. It's 9 o'clock somewhere, bitch. Get in here and watch the show.
Child, I don't know what's going on. Is my internet going together? The internet? Is the internet acting up this morning? How y'all doing? Good morning, everybody. It's morning, and we've slept that night away. You gotta know that it happened, and now we can't turn back the hands of time. I want to tell y'all something. You know what? Yes, we've stolen those moments, and we forgot to face one simple fact. We both belong to someone else as we slept the night away. We ain't laying no more, goddammit. As we lay more, we ain't laying no more, goddamn. We up now. We up eating breakfast and shit. The sex was baby. I needed a sausage. Baby, the sex was terrible. I need a sausage. I ain't getting no real sausage in the bed. I need a sausage. God damn it. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. My God, today. Ladies and gentlemen, it is still cancer season. So that already means, you know, all my cancers, I dare, if your birthday is here, happy birthday from the baddest bitch that's sitting here. Happy birthday to my cancers. 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 Oh, I thought I could rap. I can though. I can't. I'm finna rap on Mo new track that he got coming out of Nigeria. I'm telling you, Mo is one of the number one singing artists out there in Nigeria, but he got to transfer that music over here to the from the Nigerian people. He got to transfer that music over here to America. He got to get on American iTunes. He on Nigerian iTunes right now, singing. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, get out of here. At the end of the day, Mo he's an established artist. But to my counselors, let me let y'all know this from the greatest singer of all time herself. Oh no, you're not gonna do this to me. You're not gonna do this to me, iPhone. Speaking of iPhones, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys have an Apple card. Like I got an Apple card. This might be a little bit of information to you guys. If you guys have an Apple card and they gave it to you, you know you can request an increase on your Apple card. I requested an increase to my credit limit. Baby, they had done gave me a whole $1,000 extra. I was like, my God, today, baby, I started here. Now I'm here. Baby, back then they didn't want me. Now that I'm hot, they all on me, bitch. Baby, they increased my credit limit. I said, wait a minute, hold on. Gave me a good old nasty. My credit good old nasty. I ain't tell y'all what they gave me up at first, but bitch, they gave me old nasty credit limit. Bitch, I can go out there and shop for new seats. Oh, sorry, I ain't buying. It wouldn't be for my car though. My seats are right in all my cars. Yes, that was. I put my shades on before I said it because that was shady. Yes, that was. Anyway, hold on. Let me see if we connected now. Wait a minute. They don't want to. Oh, wait, let me see if I can connect it. Oh, what is that? What is that? Is that your phone? Hold on. We don't want to connect? Tell a friend we in this bitch. I need y'all to tell a friend we in this motherfucker. Because if you don't tell a friend we in here, because we finna shake the table this morning. Baby, we about to hurt y'all feelings. We about to hurt y'all feelings, y'all hearts, y'all stuff. We about to hurt all that stuff this morning. I'm telling you, baby. Y'all finna be windmilling in the comment section. I'm telling you. So go ahead on right now. If you need to take a moment and put your gloves on, go in there and get your gloves. Please make sure you go and get your plastic gloves. Yeah. Get your plastic gloves. You feel me? Your boxing gloves, whatever gloves you go. We finna, baby, y'all finna windmill down here in this comment section this morning, baby. Y'all finna be like this. But I want y'all hoes to make sure y'all see these elbows. These elbows about that work. These elbows put work in on a motherfucker, bitch. What? I'm trying to tell you. Hold on. We connected? Oh, we connected. So let me tell all my counsels this morning from the legendary the greatest of all time this morning. Y'all already know what I give.
Happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday.
Come on with it. Yeah, she said this right here.
I want to say happy birthday to my daddy.
That's right. You know why? I love you.
So happy birthday.
Oh my God.
Happy birthday.
Oh my God.
To you. How old are you now? How old are you now? How old? I know how old you are.
Craig, I know how old you is. And it ain't even your birthday no more. And I know how old you is. Oh, I'm glad you're here.
I can say,
Oh!
I can say,
Oh!
Lord knows I can say, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, Masha. Woo! Hallelujah. If you ain't praising and worshiping on your birthday like that, get off the planet. You ain't supposed to be here. Deborah Cox say, how did you get here? You ain't supposed to be here. Damn. Dinero Supreme, thank you, baby. Y'all done started up with the cash outs already. Thank you, Dinero Supreme. My God, thank you, baby. Ooh, Marquise Tyree. Thank you, baby. Thank you. All right. Let me let y'all know this because I'm seeing y'all coming on in. I'm letting y'all come on in. Thank you, Cynthia Haskins. Thank you, baby. I'm letting y'all come on in because I need to tell y'all this. It's your birthday. You're aging. You're getting old. Your ass follicles is falling all out. Your neck's trying to get somewhat like mine. You're getting old. Get you some Golden Gummies, okay? www.goldengummy.com, all right? Get you some of these Golden Gummies. Put more. Tell these folks, the Golden Gummy detoxifies, improves complexion, enhances energy, strengthens the heart, and curbs the appetite. I'm hungry as a motherfucker right now, and I want to eat. I done ate all my Golden Gums. They done something some more. But bitch, I ate all these. Okay, get you some Golden Gums, and when you go down there to the Golden Gummy folks, let them know that the TS Madison Hinton sent you. So please, when you're checking out, put TS Madison Hinton in the end so that you can get them Golden Gummies higher than the gallon of gas during the Bush administration. However, if you use my code, that's gonna chop. It's gonna chop it off like a sex change. I'm trying to tell you. Now that was a joke. That was a joke, and it wasn't. I can say that because I could. It was a joke. I can say that. It was a joke. Cretan, thank you, baby. Thank you, Cretan. Thank you, Cedric. LPN. I got an LPN. Oh my God, LaVar. Thank you, LaVar. All right. So we done got all that stuff out the way this morning. If you're sending me your donations and stuff like that, I'm gonna go ahead on. I'm gonna shout you out. We're gonna shout you out across the screen. But we got to go ahead on and start the show, girls. I'm just gonna go on and shake the table from the start. Move it. Let me move this out the way, Mo, because I'm just gonna go on and shake it up, bitch. I'm finna go in and do it like a martini. I want to shake it and not stir it. I want to shake the motherfucker and I don't want to stir it. Hold on, let me tell you when to run it, Mo. Right. Baby, we about to get some conversation started. Here it go. Boom. Let's go.
Hey, today on heteronormative contradictions, let's expose how the same dudes that be talking about, man, she transgender, bro, she gotta tell me. It's the same dudes rocking fake necklaces, fake earrings, lying about how much money they got and driving a car that's really their homeboys. Listen, I ain't trying to throw no shade or trying to create no stigmas, but y'all really be attracted to trans women and y'all get mad at trans women because y'all attracted to them. Make that shit make sense. A lot of y'all are so insecure with your own sexuality, you have a hard time coming to grips with trans women can be fine. They're not tricking you though, you feel me? Just because you found them attractive is not their fault. You know what I mean? You know what? I'm not even gonna correlate fault with attraction. You know what I'm saying? But what I am saying is you cannot blame the attraction on the person you're attracted to. It is not their fault that you're attracted to them, man. Some of y'all be so heteronormative, you don't recognize that gender identity and sexuality is two different things. A lot of folks gonna disagree with this, but I believe that trans women are women.
Are we back? We back? We back? We back. I need you to pay attention heavily to this comment section because they're gonna be windmilling down here shortly. Because I got a lot to say. They already started. Oh, they windmilling down here? They ain't windmilling yet. Oh, they ain't windmilling yet? Oh, baby, they finna start windmilling. You know why they finna start windmilling? Because we got our panelists on this morning. Hey, Craig. Craig ain't even there.
Oh, wait.
Hey, Hope there.
I'm getting some water.
Hey, y'all. Good morning. Good morning.
We can't hear Hope. Hey, niece.
Oh, Hope, your thing muted. You got to go out and come back in then, Hope. That Hope was doing fine. Yeah, it's just that she just need to unmute herself. Okay. Well,
Can y'all hear me through my little Price is Right microphone?
We can. Hey, can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear y'all now.
All right, let's make it a trio. Hold on. All right, let's talk about it. Let's dissect it.
First of all, thank you consciously for saying it. And this isn't the first time that he said it, right? This isn't the first time that he's had other opinions about trans people. But then thank you to Jadena for reposting it.
Yeah, Jadena did that. I was like, go forth in your Nigerian ministry, Jadena.
Mm-hmm. And let them have.
That's right. Go forth. Now, Mo. Now listen, Mo, you know Mo is the Nigerian man over there too. And the gag is Mo is a straight black man who I employ. And I pay you on time, don't I, Mo? Yes, you do. All right. Mo, and I pay Mo what he asked me to pay him. You feel me? And he gonna get a raise soon.
Well, girl, why I ain't never get one?
Girl, because you get it all the time. Ain't they? Let me see. Hold on. Let me do this right here. Craig, you get it all the time, goddamn.
Well, y'all, I need a raise.
See, here's the thing. A lot of people act like that trans people and gay people can't be friends, or they can't see anything outside of that disgusting spectrum of, that they have to be over there and we're over here. And if you entertain this person, then automatically, you know, now you're gay. Also, we got our good Judy. Hey, Chi Chi, you know Chi Chi birthday this week. Hey, y'all, Chi Chi getting on. Hey, hey, Chi Chi. Hold on,
Hey,
we'll be.
girl.
I didn't want you to feel left out in the back over there with your Kunta Kinte wig on. But hold on a sec. So let's talk about it.
You know, the thing is, it really does require men like Jadena and Conscious TV to step forward to kind of lead the call or lead the charge. You know what I mean? To kind of make it okay, if you will, for heterosexual men who really don't have an issue but feel the peer pressure to be transphobic or homophobic, which I had posted about, I think, last week. It's kind of like how I felt about Magic Johnson when he embraced his child. I don't want to say his son because I don't know how EJ identifies now, but when EJ came forward as gay and then he started, I guess, identifying more as gender non-conforming, Magic really Magic and Cookie, they really embraced him. But I say Magic more so because here he was, a former NBA star, and because Magic embraced his child, it opened the door for so many other men, black men in particular, to embrace their own child because Magic was a hero to so many black men.
And we looking at like Dwayne Wade and his situation, you know, and like a lot of people are dragging Dwayne Wade because of, you know, and like I said in an interview I did on Chicago's radio show the other day, I said that, you know, a lot of times, and I borrowed this from Funky Dineva. A lot of times these men are not used to seeing, you know, what unconditional love looks like. You know what I'm saying? And these men, even in their support, whether they dabble or don't dabble, they're showing what unconditional love looks like. They are showing this stuff, you know, and a lot of parents have been taught or have been pushed into space, you know, that, well, you need to throw your gay child away, throw your trans child away. Like, oh my God, you know, I remember a situation where I was friends with an individual, and I think I've told this story before, where my good girlfriend, she was a woman. Well, she is a woman. And I remember she was dating this guy, and their parents, the parents of the guy leaned in the car. And this was when I was younger and I was in pre-transition, like, you know, in not mid, but pre-transition or whatever. And she looked in the car, she put her head in the back, she said, oh no, and told her son, who was dating my friend, you need to come from around that. Come from around that. Let the walls fall down. Thank you. Let the walls fall down on them and theirs. And, you know, like doing one of those Caldwells, be ye separate and come out from amongst them, basically, you know, trying to say or whatever. And it was just like, damn, you know. There they go. Let's start running the comments down there, baby. They down there saying the man bisexual, the man gay.
We're coming. What does that say? Ty King or somebody? We're coming to that. Slow down. Slow the car down. We coming. Or Tay King. Maybe it's Tay King. We're coming.
Wait, they say stop pushing that. Wait a minute. Go back. I need to put that up there.
Baby, there's nothing to push on black men.
There's nothing to push.
Sexuality is instinctive. It's instinctive.
It ain't nothing to push.
Listen, Ty King, would you like to come on here and would you like to come on here and bash it out? Not hash it out. Would you like to come on the morning show and talk about it in a safe space where you're safe to? Because it seems that you're a beautiful black female, and we'd like to hear from you. Oh, and before we start that, before if you can, Craig, track her down, because I'd like
to. On YouTube.
She's on YouTube. Let's see if we can get her inbox on Instagram to give her the link so that we can talk about this morning. Because see, I love when they come forth in the ministry like this. You get what I'm saying? I love when they walk forth in ministry to say that we're pushing these things on black men. I get it. But before we do that, I also want to point out that Chef Roble Now I read Chef Roble back in 2015, and for you pussy assholes that love to say, "Oh, I never challenge no man," or I don't take it to a man, I don't drag no man. I'm finna pull up a few receipts for you bitches from back in 2015 because I know you bitches in the bushes lurking and watching. Put this up here. All right, so put this the comment that Chef Roble say. Chef Roble, skateboarding face ass, said, "Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Fuck what this nigga talking about. People get hurt and killed over shit like this." Okay. Now not that one, Mo. Don't put that one to go. Not that one. That one. This one? Yes. No. This one. That one. All right. Now, when we drag Chef Roble this morning, because I plan on dragging him this morning. Go ahead. I want to remind you pussy ass hoes that in 2015, March 28, 2015, I drug Chef Roble back in 2015 for number one. Okay. That's a man, a black one. Number two, I also drug. Let's go to this one next to it. I drug Boosie. I've been dragging Boosie for years. It started back in 15. November 30th, I drug Boosie. Bitch, I drug Boosie November 30th, 2015. A black man, a ratchet ass black man. I drug him. Okay, I drug him. I did. Now they took my words and they spin it because I did not say that Boosie had AIDS. I did not say that, bitch. I was reading him. I was reading the bitches in his comment section. I was reading all them motherfucking hoes. And the bitch said that for me to sit my AIDS infested ass out because you straights that love to come for the girls, love to revert back to saying, that we all got AIDS. So one of them motherfucking pussy hoes told me to sit my AIDS infested ass down. And I said, well, bitch, the bitch you need to be worried about, bitch, you need to see if he got it. Bitch, you talking about me? He up here talking about he got cancer. I didn't say he had it, bitch. I said, don't worry about me, worry about if he got it, bitch. Who knows? Because I just asked, what's wrong with him? And they started dragging me because I drug him before. I said, well, what's wrong with Boosie? Anyway, that was that. Go back. I also, in the year 2015, bitch, drug Waka Flocka. There we go. I drug Waka Flocka, September 21st, 2015. Let's go to the other one. September 22nd, I drug Waka Flocka, bitch, for some transphobic bullshit that he had motherfucking said. So you pussy assholes, just come up off of that. And then we're going to go back to, because I'm going to drag Chef Roble this morning. You pussy assholes that loves to talk about all I do is drag black women. Fuck ya. And your mammy too, bitch. All y'all bitches, okay? So I just want to let y'all know this off the tip of my tongue, bitch, to the dirtiest crevice of your dirty earwax, bitch. Fuck ya. I've been dragging whites, blacks, bitch, fats, skinnies, queens, and everything else, bitch, whether it's from my basement, bitch, or from my kitchen table, bitch, I've been reading for motherfucking years. So, bitch, you hoes can suck my ass. Any of you hoes that claim y'all hoes that always talking about, oh, I don't watch TS Mac. Well, that's why you don't know. That's why you got mad, bitch, when I was lightning to your asses about what I drag and who I drag, bitch. I drag all you motherfucking hoes, bitch, and say that I can't take criticism. It's a lot of bitches that be out there criticizing me, bitch, that I speak not a word to. But you hoes that I decide to jump on top of y'all bitches' neck with my steel toe heel, bitch. If you got a pussy, oh well, you got. If you got a dick, oh well, bitch, you got. Bitch, I drug Caitlyn Jenner from the front door to the back door. Bitch, I drug Caitlyn Jenner for years, bitch.
Hi, guys.
You bitches could suck my ass with that bullshit. That's why I got mad about the situation of you hoes making thousands of videos talking about, bitch, how I shouldn't have responded. Suck my ass. Like I said in my earlier video, keep my dick out your mouth. Now back to our regularly scheduled programming. Now, Chef Roble, bitch, we've been in question of what the fuck you been, bitch, way back when I got your ass, bitch, back in September of 2015, bitch. I've been trying to figure out what in the fuck you had so many situations to say about gays and queens and transvestites and any other motherfucking words you wanna say about us. I've been in question of what the fuck you been for the longest. I've been trying to figure out what the hell you been, because bitch, girl, them tight jeans, that skateboard, and that motherfucking Gumby slope bitch has always had me in question of what you been for the longest, girl. I had got on top of him for terrorizing my sister Felicity Noir, because she had put up a poster in downtown Atlanta that said snatched and laid. Now, mind you, he said, oh, he was just talking about the snatched and laid poster. I was like, no, bitch, you know what's going on in the community. It'd be a lot of butch queens, because see, that's a you got a lot of butch queens motherfucking mannerisms. You got a lot of butch queen mannerisms and tendencies to hold. So maybe it's because, you know, a lot of them butch queens don't live for the trans girls, or they feel some kind of way about the trans girls or whatever. So maybe that was the situation. But mamas, let's go back to his comment. I want to go back to what that motherfucking hoe said. This hoe said, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Fuck what this nigga talking about. People get hurt and killed over shit like this. See, that's my thing when I start talking about stuff like this. A lot of hoes like to sit up here and say, oh, well, you know, people are justified, or they try to find some type of justification, you know, when it comes down to when a trans person is killed or whatever. They always like to skate around and be like, well, what she did. And anytime I bring up this conversation, a bitch like to challenge me. You know, they're like, well, that's not it. That's not what it is. It's two sides to every story. Now, yesterday on my Facebook and my Instagram, I was posting up that shit about all that Black Lives Matter stuff and how this white bitch out here paint up and down their fucking ground on Black Lives Matter stuff. I've been eating their ass up. I've been eating their ass up all week. I've been eating their ass up, bitch, since the coronavirus started. I've been eating the hoes up, and bitch, since George Floyd passed away, I've been eating these puss assholes up. Okay. Now, anytime I step my foot on the ground and start using my platform to argue and fuss and bring awareness to the situation or whatever, and then I slide one of my TS stories in there. Well, what she did? What happened? Well, did she fool a man? What did it come down to fooling and this and the other? What happened? What they did? Put the people back on the screen. Let's talk about it.
Go ahead, Ho.
Let's talk about it. Find that girl. Where you at? I want to find you because I want you to get in on this conversation, sister.
Hey.
Where you at?
First of all, can't nobody that look like baby Squidward on a good day come for nobody that I know. How you gonna sit up under somebody post talking about what gets motherfuckers killed when you out here engaging in activity that look like this, sir?
Oh, that's Chef Roble.
That is Chef Roble. This
you know that's
that he engaged.
Now hold on now. That's the blue man from the Watchmen. Now he was dressed. He was dressing up.
That's the activities that he engages in. That's that butch queen shit that he engaged in. But you want to come back and really question somebody else's sexuality. You want somebody else page talking about what get people killed. That shit get you killed on the wrong side of Miami any day before they find out you fucking with the train. The shit that bothers me about it is that you don't do that on your platform. Because you got just as many followers. If you got something to say, don't get on other people's shit to talk shit. Do that on your page. Go back to your page and do that same shit that you doing, but you know it ain't right. So you hop in other people's comments, looking to get your likes up, looking to get your clout chase, looking to get your motherfucking nasty ass food put on. Looking to get your nasty ass food put on. You probably commented because you upset because now you feel like, oh shit, your chance at possibly getting with your dinner is gone. It's been gone. He ain't gonna
wait a minute, honey. You thinking it's a butch queen battle?
Woo! If I ever did see one.
Girl, you thinking it's a butch queen battle?
If I ever did see one.
My God, the date.
If I ever did see one.
Battle?
Girl, call it a spade. Call it a spade.
Is it a butch queen battle, Craig? Is it a butch queen battle, Craig?
I mean, the streets have been talking
about Chef Roble too, right? Why do the loudest motherfucking wheels that squeaking bitch want the oil splashed in their mouth? I mean, on the gills. I mean, where?
Oh my God,
bitch! I'm
so. What is it?
I'm done. But that's the problem, though. What we can't keep answering that question, though, Maddie. We can't keep answering that question. We can't keep having these conversations. At this point, they need to call themselves to the altar. They need to call themselves to the fucking bench. They need to be the motherfuckers addressing each other. Because you saw him in his comments just like we saw him in your comments, and you haven't addressed him yet. Y'all be seeing these dudes saying that little slick shit, and y'all be seeing the conversations that's happening in the hip hop community, and y'all don't want to check that shit. You can't just post it and then run away from the post after you done got your likes and your comments from the community and the couple of women. Because let's be very clear, all of these straight black men love to sit back and say, "Oh, y'all women be egging that shit on. Y'all cis women be encouraging." No, the fuck they don't. Because they're the ones that get us fucked around and killed. Because they love to not egg it on. They love to make y'all feel inferior for dating us. They love to make y'all feel like we're less than women. They love to tell y'all what the tea is and what the tea ain't. A lot of these cishet women get us killed. So it's not, they're so in support. What they're in support of, some of them, is what we can do for them.
Well, wait a minute. Hold. Let me make this. Well, that's not always the case, because there are a lot of cishet. Yeah, we got to make sure we emphasize some, because there are. Yeah, all right. We got to make sure that we make sure we got to make, because people will have they don't have selective hearing, and not hear that. There are a lot of there are a lot of women, black most definitely, that support, that be on the front line. Right on the front lines down there with us, and be attacked. Because I've seen a lot of black women down there in support of the situation, and there's a lot of black women who challenges those dirt dog ass black dog ass hoes that be fucking with me. My black girls be over there eating their ass the fuck up because they know better. So we have to make sure that we and I'm not checking you. I'm just saying. We just got to make sure that we call it, because they'll have that selective hearing. Now, have we had experiences with shit like that where we've had, chicks want to set us up? My friend, like I told the story the other day, my friend Pert was set up by girls. She was set up by that, and she was killed. My friend in Miami, Miss Tan, she was set up by girls to be robbed by girls. She was set up. Okay, because they don't find any value, or they don't find like they don't see us as human beings. No. They don't see us as any, like we're like extraterrestrials. We're like aliens, outside. And this is why I don't mind coming down. I don't give a fuck what's between your legs. I'm gonna say it again on my platform. I don't give a fuck what's between your legs, bitch. If I got to bring that hammer down on your ass, bitch, whether you can bear kids through the vaginal channel or spit them out through the dick hole, bitch. If I got to bring that hammer down on your ass, bitch, you gonna get it.
Period.
Ain't that 80 blind, crippled, or crazy, bitch, man, woman, or child? If I got to bring the hammer down on you, bitch, you gonna get it. If I got to bring the hammer from Asgard, bitch, Thor's hammer down on your ass, bitch, you gonna get it, whatever you is, bitch. And that means if you got to get it, bitch, by verbal, bitch, by foot, or whatever, bitch, because in this time that we're living in, I'm gonna protect me.
Period.
And that's how and that goes for them queens too. That side with them bitches. I'ma protect me, bitch. I'ma bring the hammer down in your face too, bitch. Because a lot of those queens be with the shit too. We be our own worst enemy as well. Up under that shit, egging that shit on. You know what I'm saying? Supporting the motherfucking pussy bitches that be with that bullshit. All of that. Because a lot of us don't understand it. We come in with those thoughts that we've been raised up with. It be embedded in us too. It be embedded in us too. This is why there are transphobic and homophobic gay men, because they walk around with that shit that's embedded in their heart and soul from their parents. It was passed down to their motherfucking ass. Chef Roble. Queen.
They hate to see a motherfucker living in their truth. That's the problem. They hate to see people doing what the fuck people want to do. Right?
They hate to see it because they don't have the courage to live in their own truth.
No. They're not mad at D Wade because D Wade is supporting Zaya. They're mad at D Wade because they've done some fucked up shit to their own children and their own family. They're not mad at Jadena because Jadena supported this message. They're upset because they've been wanted to support this message and didn't have the courage to do so. And so it's all of these backroom barbershop locker conversations that are happening where all of these men are talking about how, like Madison said, they not really against it, but they also haven't taken the time to come out and be for it. So when somebody else beats you to the punch, now you feel like you have to go back and retreat and hide again so you can still be a part of the majority. Because now this person is a minority person. This black man is a minority black man. And we all know that a lot of black men they can't stand on their own. If I don't have a crew of men that's hyping me up or a crew of niggas that can validate, and my thing is, if you ever notice when y'all get into, when you hear hood niggas getting conversations with each other and arguments, hey, go ask so-and-so about me. Why? If you as bad as they say, bitch, why you can't show me what you is? Why you can't show me what you about? Why I gotta go ask somebody? But that's the thing. In our community, as far as black men are concerned, if you don't have social capital by having a whole bunch of other ain't shit ass niggas validate who you are in these streets, then you're a nobody.
Come on, social capital. Come on, social capital.
Craig, I got a question to ask you, Craig. Let's talk about the barbershop conversation, because you know you be in the barbershop and you almost could pass.
Hey, girl, hey.
You almost could pass, but they know you got a little. They don't know if it's brown or white sugar, but they know it's something in that coffee sweet.
It's sugar in the raw. It's sugar in the raw. Agave.
Tell us a little bit about. Let's have a little bit of this barbershop conversation.
Well, you know, and it's interesting because there was a time in my life when I was really unsure about my not unsure, that's not the right word. When I was uncomfortable with my sexuality, being in the barbershop was the most uncomfortable place to be. Because you have to walk in there by yourself. And I'm talking about once I got to the point where my dad wasn't taking me to the barbershop anymore. You go into that barbershop, and the barbershop is almost like a rites of passage.
Yes.
It's almost like a rites of passage. And so you go in there and you feel there's all of this misogyny because they're talking about pussy, they're talking about fucking bitches and all of this stuff. And everybody's trying to outdo each other. There's all of this toxic masculinity swirling around the place. And you go in as this young gay boy or this young boy that's unsure about himself. And you're hoping that no one calls you out, no one challenges you. So I remember being that person, and I will even echo that by saying, when I was unsure about my sexuality or uncomfortable in my sexuality, I remember having issues with looking guys right in the eyes. I never had that issue with girls or women, but it was almost like I was afraid to look at a guy in his eye, like when you're having conversation, because I didn't want him to misinterpret that as anything other than me just engaging in conversation. But once I got comfortable in my skin, I got really clear that has nothing to do with me and everything to do with you. And if you are intimidated by me looking you in your eyes, that's some shit you need to work on. Period. But that barbershop, I remember being comfortable in my skin and being out and all of that other stuff. And I remember going to the barbershop, and there was a young guy who he presented as a boy, but he would wear like women's leather jackets and he might wear women's jeans. Excuse me. He started doing things like that. And there was always conversation about him when he left the barbershop. Everybody was like, the barbers would just kind of like laugh and snicker, and talk about him and, this, that, and the third. And this was a predominantly gay clientele. This barbershop was in Midtown and it was predominantly gay clientele. But I remember gay clients being in there and participating in the conversation,
Take that comment down, because I need to get this. Yeah, take that comment right there down to 8. Yeah. Go ahead.
Gays do play the master of disguise so nobody can tell that they're a queen. And so like there would be gay guys in the barbershop that would participate in the conversation, just like you see queens in the church. When the pastor say all of this homosexuality, you see the queens standing up and clapping quicker than the straight folk.
When they say, when you get the woman to say, I'm so sick of sissies.
Yes.
They run around in a circle. They run around in a circle, just running. When they hear this shit right here.
And it's that desire to want to be able to pass.
This it, Mo. This it. I found it.
I get so sick of sisters, I don't know what to do. I'm sick of sisters. And half the time they bring them in somebody's church, fanning over somebody's turning. I'm sick of sisters.
Baby, you should see all the women's and the men's, and you know if any place got sisters in it, it's damn sure the church house.
Mm-hmm. And it's a desire to be able to pass, right? And but as Black people, we're not unaccustomed to wanting to be able to pass. You know, because back in the day, you know, fair-skinned folk, Black folk would pass if they could. So that's something that we're used to being able to try to do. And so it's the same with gay boys wanting to be able to move through the world, wanting to be able to navigate the world without anybody knowing. Even those gay guys who are out and in relationships with other guys, it's why so many gay boys crave masculinity. They search for masculinity in a partner because underneath all of it, you want to be able to move through the world without anybody knowing that you're gay.
Right. And here's the thing, you know, when it comes back to, let's bring it back to the conversation about what the gentleman, the video the gentleman put out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's okay if ladies, excuse me, ladies, let me look at y'all real fast. Ladies, it's okay if a nigga look at a trans and feel like that she was pretty or she was attractive. That's what it's okay. It's all right. It does, and even if that's not his stilo, even if he's not into trans women, that don't make him gay because he thought that she was attractive. You can't. Disclosure. Y'all need to put your eye on that documentary, Disclosure. I ain't gonna even sit up here in front.
I pulled it up last night. I
learned so much about me from watching Disclosure, okay? Because and I know that I always reference The Crying Game was the movie for me that made me know, and it came out in 92. It made me know where I fit in the whole spectrum of stuff. And this is why we always talk about representation and visibility of all. Mm-hmm. You know, we always talk about that. And what they went a little further. Like for me, when I saw The Crying Game, it was the projected trans woman, the person that was playing the trans woman. Like that was me, and I never wanted a sexual reassignment surgery again after that. Like before, I was thinking about it. After that, I didn't want that. That's for one. Then two, the way the Disclosure broke it down was the way the media depicted it. They depicted that anytime a man looked at a trans woman or had an attraction towards a trans woman, he started to vomit. Like it was so and disgusting or whatever. And I was like, wow, I didn't even really think about it like that because, you know, even they broke it all the way down, put it in Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Like y'all gotta watch this Disclosure on Netflix. It is a very good, and I learned a lot. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, it's on Netflix. It is on Netflix, and I learned a lot about even myself. At 43 years old, you can still learn.
Mm-hmm. Every day that you're living, you should be learning.
You can still learn.
You will.
Okay, all you motherfucking hoes that be sitting there. Well, what do we do? How do we stop and learn? And when you learn it, hold it, apply it. Don't just learn it and then still go out and be a stupid motherfucker. Hold it and apply it. Okay?
Correct.
And you know, a lot of times, like, cause I've been in places where in the club. I told y'all this story where this bitch shoved me in the club and I hit that bitch with a fucking shoe. I hit that bitch with a boot. I was in the club and two niggas was dancing with me. Now, both of the niggas knew what we was, because, you know, they knew what I was. Because I had them already, we already had this discussion on what was going to happen after the club. We were just having a good time. She walked her bitch ass up there and leaned onto the dudes and told her, stop, get off of that man, stop dancing with that man. So I was like, damn, girl, what, you know what, damn, what you, and the boy told her, you hating on her because she look better than you. That, and I say, damn, you know what I'm saying? Let me do me. That hoe pushed me. I took my motherfucking boot off. I had on some boot because I was going to listen to me and hear me clearly. I was gonna beat that whole ass. And I don't give a fuck who go back and chop pieces of this and say whatever. That bitch shoved me. I've been here minding my business, dancing with these two niggas. This bitch came over here out of her space and walked over here and told motherfucking them niggas that I was a dude. And bitch, the dude told her, what you mad with her for because she looked better than you? That bitch put her hands and shoved me. I took my motherfucking boot off it. The only thing saved her was them two niggas. I was gonna beat that hoe like a runaway slave in that motherfucking club. Do you hear me? And was not gonna think nothing about it. And I'm saying this publicly. I was gonna beat that bitch like a runaway slave in there. Bitch, don't you ever think that you gonna put your motherfucking hands on me, bitch, because of a situation. You don't have no, and the problem is, here's the problem. The problem is they think that they got ownership over men.
Yes.
These men are mine.
Yes.
These are mine.
Yes.
These are my men.
Even the ones that don't want me. Even those, they're mine. And I claim ownership over them because I have a vagina. I was born with one, and they are all mine. Get your own.
I hit that bitch so hard with that motherfucking boot in her head, bitch. And the only thing that saved that hoe was, bitch, them same trades was holding me, bitch. Both of them trades. Bitch, I was gonna run that bitch down and beat that whole ass live. Bitch, don't you ever in your fucking life think that you're going to be able to put your hands on motherfucking me ever, bitch. Ever.
But also, you got to think about what could have happened. And this is what I like to tell cis women too. Because what could have happened is what happened to me in Texas, where I was minding my business and a man brought me a drink. And some bitches thought it was funny because they worked with me to come over and tell him that. And didn't realize that I was going to be jumped by 5 men. Minding my business. And all he did was buy me a drink. He said I was beautiful. He bought me a drink. He realized I wasn't really into the conversation and he moved the fuck on. But because they felt it necessary, after I left there on my way to my car, the only thing that saved me was that was my spot. And I went there every week and the bouncer did not see me pull out in time. He didn't see my car come from around that corner. And so he came to make sure I was okay. But she got me jumped by 5 men. 5.
And see, that's the kind of scenario where a trans person could have been killed.
Well, this is the scenarios that we always be talking about. We always have these conversations, yet they don't want to hear that.
Yet they want to say, "Oh, well, what did she do? Did she beat them on?"
Like, well, she had a drink. You know, and when we go back and we start having these conversations where I say that masculinity is so fragile and toxic at times, that and sexuality and gender identity is such touchy feely situations that a bitch will either kill themselves or kill you. Kill themselves. You know it's serious when they kill themselves, bitch. And when they'll kill another motherfucker just to keep something concealed. You know it's serious. And then people that like to egg shit on and be like, you know that's a man. Mm-hmm. How many? Listen. First of all, I'm not even to sit up here and take no G away from my own self, bitch, to try to lay down and for nothing, bitch. I'm a passable bitch, regardless to a hoe that love to sit up there and say, "Oh, I look like a man. I'm a man." This and the other, bitch. I'm a passable hoe, period, bitch. And I done been in a situation, bitch, in the ratchetest of places with flip flops on, slides, bitch, and walking straight through unbothered. Period. And Craig, you know this. Hope you know, and bitches that know me know this, bitch. I done been walking through unbothered. I have not always been a passable bitch. See, people get pretty and passable confused. Cause it's some motherfucking ugly motherfucking queens, bitch, that slide right on through that I done seen with my eye. And it's some pretty ones, bitch, that get clocked every 30 seconds. We have a real conversation this morning. This is what the Maddie in the Morning show do. We have a real ass fucking conversation. Craig, what's going on?
It's good, Craig.
I was wondering if I should refill with some alkaline water. That's all. I was just.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I done been in situations where each time, you know, we know when they being malicious doing the shit. Correct. There are two ways. There's two times, and I'm gonna be 2,000% real in this situation. We'll get to that question. What does Butch Queen mean, Atia, in a minute? Let's move this off the screen. There's occasions where, you know, people are like, wait, are you, you know, out of shock, out of admiration, out of disbelievement, you know. Then there are those times where it's, you know, that's a man. To occupy those malicious space, and you know, doing that just to see what's gonna happen. Like, let me run over here and tell them that this, so they can whoop this bitch while I stand back and record with my cellular phone. You understand what I'm saying? But this is why I always tell my girls, listen, you don't have to test your pussy. You don't have to test your realness. You don't have to test how real, how fishy you look. You don't have to test that. Stay out of them fucking areas like that where your life could be on the line from some messy ass people, for some messy ass motherfucker to come up there and be like, you know, that's a man. You don't have to test your realness, bitch. You don't have to test your pussy. Your pussy don't have to be, bitch. If you fish, you fish how you are.
Right.
If you fish, you fish. You could be fishing the gay club, bitch. You could be fishing the straight club. You could be fishing. You don't have to test your pussy in places and putting yourself in a position where a bitch will fuck you up on general principle, on GP. Because there will be people that'll slide over there to the side and be like, you know, that's a man, because you know that they know the type of reaction that's gonna cause. They know that type of situation that's gonna transpire, and you already know if you a pretty ass bitch or if you a fine ass bitch, you already know if a man gonna look at you because he like women. That's what I try to tell girls all the time. A man's initial attraction. This is why those men will never identify as homosexual, because they are not attracted to men. Right. When they looking at a girl, they ain't looking at no girl in the reference of that. They looking for dude, like they love to say, dude aspects and dude quality. They looking at that girl because they have found that attraction or whatever it is on that girl. Because listen, let's be real. You hold so messy out there in the world, you try to figure out why that nigga with a fat bitch. Why he with that fat bitch? Why he with that big fat asshole? He found something on that woman that he likes. He with that fat bitch because he like her. He with that fat bitch because that fat bitch is attractive to him. Okay? So the same thing applies when you looking over there, and this man, when you can't figure out what in the fuck he got, you don't see the arms on that bitch. If you got sons, brothers, and all this stuff, you really get to know the inside of the cornea of the man. You will realize that men go off of this first. You be trying to figure out what the fuck do he see in that bitch. We don't know. We don't know what he see. I had a friend who was a straight man who used to fuck all types of bitches. And I used to be like, bitch, reading them hoes. Like, bitch, this bitch is whack. And that nigga used to tell me, you don't see her lips. She got some pretty lips. I'm like, well, that's all it takes, bitch.
Meanwhile, bitch, I got on a full lace, a full beat, bodycon dress.
That's all it takes. Pretty lips.
Meanwhile,
I'm like, he looking at that as, oh, she's high maintenance. That's too much work. You know what I'm saying?
So you know, you they sit around here and they try to dissect this shit, and then when you breaking facts down, like, ma'am, you might think I look like a man to you, bitch. You might think I look like a nigga to you, but that nigga don't think that. Or whatever you trying to, you don't see that Adam's apple, bitch. No, he don't. If
he saw it, he wouldn't be talking to me.
Oh, he still would, because I done seen 3 bitches with Adam's apples. And I know they women. Because they done I know they women. And I done seen 3 bitches with Adam's apples.
And a little hair on their beard.
Bitch! Hold on, y'all. We got Flame want to slide in. Flame done popped up here. Flame, God damn it, you know the shit about the
I
shit.
heard a beat. Flame.
I can't hear you, Flame. What you say?
I'm hiding my Adam's apple. Let me see if I can get up. Hey,
What's up, Flame?
Maddie!
What's up?
Girl, I just pulled over. I was driving. I have an appointment this morning. I had to get my prostate checked. Oh,
Lord.
You know, I had my prostate checked in 24 years, but it's about that time.
Well, Flame, let's talk about it a little bit.
I'm listening to the conversation. I was breaking up because I was going through the mountains because y'all know how California is. I love all the points. I saw the guy's video last night, and I love the fact that, first of all, I don't think he's straight. Let me say how I feel. I think that he's attracted to trans women, and I love that. I love that he's comfortable enough to say what he likes and who he is and how he actually feels. If more men were able to step up to the plate and not be judged by people, more trans girls will be able to go to that barbecue and hold the man's hand and be accepted within the family, and we wouldn't have all this gay bashing and all these murders. But not enough men are secure enough in who they are. Understand? It's not us. It's in who they are.
Right.
To accept who they are, to take us around their families and their people and woo woo woo. But that's not the case. Look at what happened on The Shy. The guy quit the show because he didn't want to have a role with a beautiful trans girl. Because that young girl, Jasmine Davis, is fucking
beautiful. It's beautiful.
Hold on, is that true though? Hope, is that true?
That is true. From what I've been able to, that's true.
Lena Waithe and her was on live last night at the Noah's Ark, and they were talking
really?
about
it.
Because he did a video saying that wasn't true. He didn't have issues with LGBTQ people.
His PR team told him to do that.
I didn't take that as homophobic. Life is choices. He also had a choice. That was something that he chose not to do, and that's okay. We can't think that because somebody don't want to work with us or be around with us, we cannot naturally assume that they are homophobic. It's just not what they're comfortable with. So we can't always jump. Oh, you homophobic? No, that's just not some shit I choose to do. I choose to.
Well, I mean, listen. I would, if he didn't want to work with the girl because she was trans, hey, listen, I may not want to work with a motherfucker because, you know, whatever. I may not. So I get it. And, you know, and if that was the case, then that's okay. Let somebody, you see Luke James?
Luke James
went right on in there and gathered up that change. You feel me?
Right.
And the thing about it is, Jensen Atwood, he's a straight guy from Noah's Ark, right?
Oh, Craig, why you get up?
Yeah, here y'all go. Damn, we can't even be.
You know, the streets have been saying for years
Craig, we just on a positive note. Don't you do that, Craig? Don't you do that?
The streets have been saying for years that he is. The streets.
Craig, don't you do that?
You're not going to muzzle me, Madison. You're not going to muzzle me. The streets. You're not going to muzzle me. The streets have been saying for years that Jensen Atwood is gay for pay.
Craig, just say hell. Don't you do that?
The rumor is Jensen Atwood is Atwood. That's
hello.
Craig.
Hello.
The hammer goes always.
We lost Flame.
Craig, I told you that the hammer goes always now. I told you the flame done fell out. She got it.
Look, the people saying they been new.
I got. Well, Maddie, let me show you what that should have done for that guy, because that would have showed his range as an actor. Because Ving Rhames played a hardcore thug dope dealing killer in Baby Boy, and then he played a fucking drag queen in what's
Holiday
Holiday
Heart.
Maddie, nobody questioned his sexuality. So it's on you how you feel and how you're comfortable, because that was just showing his range as his chops as an actor. It was just something that he chose not to do. Maybe he didn't want to kiss the girl or something. Because Luke James put his mouth right under the girl's mouth. And Luke James is kind of fine too with his black ass.
Yeah, he is, and he could sing. You know, I worked with him when I was doing the star stuff,
Yeah.
and I had that video where I was in. I worked with him, Elijah Kelly, Diana Ross' son,
Evan
Ross. I wish I could put that video in here. I usually love to keep my accolades on the side. You know, when a bitch like to try to tell me how unimportant. And Flame, did you see how we opened up the show for Noah's Ark last night?
See me, all I saw was you, Maddie. I just saw the girl from the Queen Supreme Court.
Baby, I tell the girls all the time, LBGT royalty, whether you want to give it to me or not, bitch, whether you sit on your hands or not, bitch, I done already made my mark in the world. And see, a lot of hoes love to talk about how I ain't no celebrity and I ain't no star. Well, bitch, why you keep my nuts on your chin then, bitch?
Maddie, you are a trans woman. You don't have those.
Trans women do have nuts.
No.
There are some trans women with nuts, and there's some without. We like almond joy, bitch. We almond joy and Kit Kat. Some got nuts and some don't. But we still candy.
Get her. Hope, get her.
We still candy.
Look here.
We still candy.
It's
Some
like
got nuts and some don't.
Candy.
Shit.
Oh
I
my
thought
God.
I thought he spoke exceptionally well, and I thought it was a very positive video towards trans women, because it really did. As short as it was, his breakdown was like, don't get mad at us because you're attracted to us. It's not our fault. We live who we are. If that's what you're attracted to, embrace it. That is the hardest thing for men who are attracted to trans women to do, is to embrace it, especially publicly.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, because they're ridiculed publicly, because they're torn down publicly, because you got bitches on the side be with that bullshit. You know that's amazing.
No, that ain't the only reason. A lot of them are tormented in their heart and mind because they feel like it is wrong to be attracted to something that is so different from what they are, and that the society has said is completely wrong and sinful and all. So it's a lot going on in their internal. We can't just blame other people. A lot of that shit starts at home and in the church and how they were raised.
But this is why we blame other people, because if it starts in the home, it was embedded in you.
Right.
If you can't live outside, it's on because you attacked on the outside for it. Right. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people have just now discovered how to really walk in the fullness of who they are, because you have Flame. Listen, you know why I am very heavily in tune with my unit? Not just because I don't want to get rid of it, because I got other trans girls who are loud, live, and in color that let me know it's okay. I can still be trans and have my motherfucking peace at the same time. You a part of that. Me and you don't have many of these discussions, because one thing that you have said that I may get sliced with a blade for, but bitch, I'm still gonna stand on it. One thing that you have said that I am completely and 100 totality in agreement with is you can't make trans kids feel some kind of way about their genitalia because they grow up hating it. And I've been under my own community have been ripping me to shreds. Move that comment, Mo. Ripping me to shreds because I have always been in tune with my private and have been trying to, kind of somewhat, discredit me as a trans person because I'm at one. I'm at one with my whole body, bitch. And I don't want to have a sex change operation, but that don't make me not be a trans. And see, like I said on my other show, I wasn't mad at them motherfucking hoes for using tranny. That wasn't my plight. My plight with them ghetto bitches was y'all sitting there talking and acting as if you breaking this shit down because this one still have a penis. This a dude in a wig, and this one don't. So all of a sudden, now this one is a real trans woman. Shut the fuck up, bitch. You don't know what you're talking about. That's my issue. And everybody took it over there like, oh, she gets mad because they use the word. That wasn't what I was hot about. I said that shit before. But that's what Hope was mad about. But I wasn't hot about that. I was hot about the way you trying to depict what trans people are. Bitch, you don't know what the fuck they are. So shut your ghetto mouth ass up. That's what I said. And that's what I meant. And I mean that shit to this day. So when the rest of them bitches took that shit and they ran with that shit down the street telling me that I can't say nothing about nobody calling nothing, nobody no tranny and all these other words because I misgender Wendy. Bitch, misgendering means saying he to a fucking she. Bitch, no matter how many names I give Wendy, Wendell, Bartholomew, Orenthal, Rufus, Clyde, Theo, the Tuka, Eldo, James, the Giant Peach.
You got this, Wendy.
When I end with her, I say her. Her, she and her. Those are the gender pronouns, bitch. She and her. You hoes can call me Timothy all fucking day, bitch. But guess what? It's Miss Timothy to you, bitch. It's Miss Timothy to you. It's she and her. So, bitch, y'all can miss me with all that. Once again, not knowing what the fuck you talking about. You can miss me with that bullshit again. I don't never call that hoe no man. Bitch, and at the end of the day, the joke about her being a nigga been going on before I had an IP address.
And straight people started it. You
Hello.
had straight male comments.
Kiss my fucking ass.
Come on now.
Craig, will you give Maddie a Snickers? You ever seen that commercial? If she don't have a Snickers, then she needs a Snickers. Cause I need the other Maddie to show up. That bitch is hostile this morning. Girl, why you so hostile this morning, bitch?
Bitch, you know it's the testosterone running through me, goddammit.
Girl, she ain't had her breakfast yet.
Right.
Change to the nice girl. Oh my God.
Flame, don't you act like I ain't seen you send me that $20 the other day. Listen, anytime a nigga give me $20, I know what that means. But bitch, let me let you know, loud the color, I don't go that way.
I sent 10 in case I want a second one. Oh.
Well, the 10 for Craig, Craig, that's a cheap hole.
Well, girl, give me my motherfucking $10 then. Give me my $10.
I can't.
Oh.
It's very welcoming, though, to have someone like him and to come out to speak on behalf of us, because it does show that we are possibly moving the needle forward for more people accepting trans women and possibly men for who they are. It's going to be very slow, but hopefully it'll happen. Maybe not in my lifetime.
But that's the thing, though. It's not even on behalf of us. It's on behalf of them. Like, I'm over having conversations for them. Let them speak for their fucking self. Now, I'm going to push y'all to talk for y'all and be y'all own mouthpiece. But what I'm not going to do is keep having conversations for men that I don't know the answers to. And so now that you do have men that's coming out like him and that's saying whatever, and then you have Jadena reposting it and all this other bullshit, I'm happy for that, because now y'all can start asking these people. Y'all want to know what these men think? Y'all want to know how these men feel? Go ask them, because I don't know the answers.
Right.
Hope, can I ask you a question? Hope, do you have a significant other?
I do.
Okay.
Jeez, did you see how soft she got when she said that?
Very soft.
She went straight fish. She went straight fish. And I said fish. And before y'all get offended by the word fish, understand I saw all the argument. But Fish was around before we was around. I'm about to be 55 next week. Fish was around before us. I'm sure to be around after us. And in the trans community, Fish is one of the highest compliments that you can pay to another trans sister by saying, hey, Fish, because it means that you are emulating a woman. You're giving me all women. So it's not discrediting any women. And if they say that fish is brain food, I'm pretty smart and I eat plenty of fish. Now, y'all take that and put it wherever you want to put it at, because I eat plenty of fish. Fried, filleted, but I like it hairy. You know, all kind of fish.
My God, today. My God.
Shit, because it's getting on my damn it.
My God. Well, listen, honey, I ain't on it. I ain't say none of that. I just describe what it was. Flame, let me ask you a question, and let's be real, you know, because bitch, we're not gonna sit up here in front like that, bitch. When you ain't be, see, right now you AM dad and PM drag, but bitch, when you PM, you a red bitch that ain't nothing to be fucked up with, and bitch, And when you was younger, bitch, like many years ago.
Can we go back? Can we go back? Can we go back?
So I want you as an older trans woman, a seasoned.
Wait a minute.
Excuse me. Hold on.
A more mature trans woman.
As a seasoned trans woman. Hold on, scroller, because somebody asked me a question. I'm trying to see it right here. But you keep going up just slow. As a seasoned right. Okay, go down. Right there, Warren. Warren asked the question. Go Warren. Right. Yeah. Warren said, why do we invest so much time explaining and defending who we are? Who are we explaining and defending ourselves for?
Our safety, goddammit, and our right to exist within the government. What y'all fail to realize is that visibility keeps motherfuckers safe because visibility changes the laws that impact us on a severe basis. Y'all keep seeing that these folks are passing laws to make sure that trans people can't have the right to vote, that trans people are pushed out of their homes, that like y'all are seeing these one-off good shits that affect white gay men, but y'all are not seeing the things on the back end that are affecting Black LGBT people as a whole, with a focus on Black trans women. And so the reason that we are explaining and the reason that we are defending and the reason that we're continuously doing Trans 101 is so that people cannot say, well, I didn't see the need or I don't understand the necessity for these things. I can tell y'all a quick story. When I was in college, my freshman year, a lot of people didn't understand why I was pushing for there to be a GSA on campus because they did not know that in the dorm rooms that gay men were getting beaten up in the showers. They were having their things stolen because they were gay, and gay men were being targeted all across campus. But because people did not hear these things or because they did not see these things because gay men were not speaking up until I said something, they were like, well, I don't get it. Why you trying to bring this gay shit here? There's no point. That's not happening. And then when other gay people on campus at the time started to be like, well, actually, it happened to me. Actually, yeah, they stole my stuff. Actually, this and that happened to me, then people were able to understand. So the reason that we have to continuously have the conversation is because if you don't, then people don't know what is in the resource, or they feel like the resource is not necessary.
All right, and thank you, Hope. And Candace, to answer your question, you say, why does Maddie support violence in such a way? Bitch, because I've had to battle, and I don't mean to call you a bitch, Miss Candace. But that's just the way I talk. But because I've had to battle from day one, and if this ain't something that you've lived or you don't walk through, you don't understand that I have to battle for my rights. I have to battle for my freedom. I have to battle.
Correct.
For the ability, bitch, to just have housing.
Correct.
If I wasn't no hustling bitch, and I really didn't know how to get it from the dirt, you motherfuckers not giving me nothing if I don't fight for it. Motherfuckers not gonna want to give me respect if I don't fight for it. They don't want to give me no job if I don't fight for it. A bitch think that my life, just like you people feel that force of Black Lives Matter when we telling the police to stop killing Black people, we telling y'all, Black and white people, because not only do we got to deal with the white people for the shit, we got to deal with Black people for this shit. So we got to fight all that shit. So that's why I'm down for violence. I'm down for kicking a bitch in their back, stepping on their throat, windmilling bitch.
God.
If I got to go with my titty, to pull out my motherfucking pistol, I'm with all that. Because a bitch feel like that my life is back then. You remember how a slave was a third of a person when it came down to voting? That's how y'all feel about me, that my life is a third of an individual. Sorry.
I'm gonna light your motherfucking ass up.
I'm gonna do all that. When I go out in public, it's a possibility that a bitch may nudge a bitch on the side and be like, that's a man. And somebody may just have an issue with that. You didn't see how Malaysia Booker was outside and those people got up and said, give me $200 and I'll whoop that bitch. You didn't see that?
Y'all didn't see that part?
Maybe because y'all don't see the violence against the people, that you don't understand. Well, what we got to be so loud and out loud and violent for, bitch, because I got to defend myself all the fucking time.
Fact.
I implore all of my trans sisters, and I say this on my coffee time, get you some hand jewelry, because self-preservation is the first law of nature. If you don't know what hand jewelry is, it's called bang bang, because baby, it's either you or me. And I'm telling you right now, I don't want to be a statistic. I want to be a statistic. I've survived all these years, like you, Maddie, prostitution, fighting, prison, everything. And you think I want somebody just because you don't understand me and you didn't take the time to ask me to understand me that you're gonna take me out, nigga? You got me all the way fucked up.
All
All
the
the
way fucked up. And see, here's the thing, Flame, that I was getting ready to ask you. And Hope, thank you so much for breaking that down for us. Here's the thing that I was getting ready to ask you. You are of a generation before Hope and myself. You know, well, just a generation before me, because I'm a tad bit younger, just a little bit younger than you. But you was a generation before me, okay? And here's the thing. Even now, you coming with I'm your baby sister.
Mm-hmm.
How you now telling me the same thing? We still having this same conversation, even though it's a little bit lighter than it has been. You know, not lighter, but you fought. People before you fought for you. You fought for us. Hope, you fighting for me because you younger than me. Hope, you fighting for me. So the beating at the wall, it's chiseling the wall down each time.
Correct.
Let's go back to when you were younger. Is anything that I'm saying here fictional, made up? Well, bitches over there saying, you know that's a man. How many times have you done walked in the room or whatever, and you done had some people do that shit to you, or in attempts to get to make the room go crazy or something or whatever? You know what I'm saying?
Well, as a human being, you always have a sixth sense about you. You know when the climate in the room has changed because you feel it, you know? So I was never a beautiful, passable girl like you or like Hope. I was a young whippersnapper. I had a body and a mouth, but I was never, you always knew that I was a trans, which was never an issue for me because I wanted you to know what you was getting.
But that's not, but that's in your mind, Flame.
No.
You know,
but okay, right. That's how I felt.
That's how you felt. But there are men who didn't see that, who didn't see what you thought you saw. There are men.
Right. But that's what they wanted. But anywho, I was put in those situations. I've had the shit slapped out of me for no reason at all. In the grocery store because what you just said. Somebody's like, oh, you know that's a man. So I guess some guy had to prove his manhood and slap the shit out of me. What the nigga didn't know that it was I had a can of soup in a sock because I was in a penitentiary and I bust that bitch in his face. Understand me that we are all trans girls, but my mother taught me a very young, bitch, put down your womanhood and pick up your manhood and defend yourself. Because all that works. And sometimes you're not going to win the fight. But when you at least fight back, they know that they're not going to come across that bridge again. You got to fight for yourself. We can argue till we blue in the face and we can march and rally. But if you're by yourself, the march and the rally ain't with you. What you going to do for you? What you going to do for you? Because, bitch, I'm telling you now, if it's a battle between you and me and I got my shit, it's you. And I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to think twice about it. I watch Law and Order SVU and How to Get Away with Murder. I got a story. Let's go.
Right. And that goes for the gay bitches that be trying to help them attack the trans girls too.
Huh. Because I'm sick of you bush queens. And I'm sick of you gay boys that be on that bullshit.
Gay bitch, if you watching, you already know I'm about all those things, motherfucking hoe.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick. I'm sick of this intercommunal bullshit, and I'm sick of the fake jealousy. I'm sick of the trying to be and collect your coins, the trade that you ain't gonna never get, bitch. It's like Sonic rings. Just as soon as you think you got something, he knock your ass out, and you got to start all the way over. Stop.
All right, Natasha. Hope. Let's tackle this question right here. Natasha O'Hara said, "Is it women or men stopping you? Men kill you. Men are not proud of you. They would rather be on the down low. Men made the laws you fight. Men want you to remain underground. Refocus."
Let me say this.
Go ahead.
Let me say this, because anybody who knows me and anybody who just watched my Grapevine interview knows and understands that I get the plight of being a Black woman and feeling like everything bears down on you and the weight of the world bears down on you as a Black woman. I get that. But I'm still going to, and I still have to hold some of you all accountable based on the culture, right? And so we hold Black men accountable for it because we want to see them go to jail for their crimes. Every other day we are reading trade, we are reading these boys, we're reading. But my thing is, you don't get a pass as a cis woman who is raising these niggas. You don't get a pass as a cis woman. That video that Maddie put up, I want to say like maybe a month ago, where that young lady was instilling negative thoughts about what it meant to be gay into her nephew. And she smacked him. All of that stuff is the shit that gets trans women killed later on down the line. Y'all, those microaggressions that cis women, and it's not just black women, right? But those microaggressions
J.K.
that
Rowling.
cis women,
J.K. Rowling.
all of that stuff that y'all instill into these boys, all of those things that y'all tell men about, oh, that funny looking girl over there, and don't be no faggot, and don't hold your hands like this, and don't, all of that stuff turns around later on in life, if not at that point in life, because these kids don't have no fear no more. These kids ain't like how it was when we was growing up, where if an adult told you no, you stopped in your tracks and you said, I'm sorry, excuse me, and you went on about your way. These kids don't give a fuck. They slapping these gay boys and these young trans kids in the classroom while the lesson is happening. And so, yes, I'm holding you accountable. While you might not be killing us, some of y'all are putting the guns in their hands and doing everything except pulling the trigger. So you can't sit back and say that y'all have no parts in it, right? There has to be some ownership. If you are a black cis woman, or if you're a cis woman, period, and you know that you are down with the get down, you are not here for the shits, then you need to instill that. You need to make sure that the friends that your son brings home knows that in this house, this is how I expect you to talk about these types of people. When you're around my child, this is how I expect you to talk around these types of people. And also make it aware and let them know why it's important to do this, right? Because everybody, especially everybody black, life matter. And if we're fighting each other about some bullshit about who you like and how this person dresses up, then we're never gonna get ahead. But black women have to hold themselves accountable for not engaging in that toxic femininity, because that is also a thing that we do not discuss.
But wait a minute, from a parental perspective, Hope, you made a very valid point, but from a parental perspective,
okay.
I want my children to be very fair, and I know a lot of people who do, but you have no control over your child when they get out in the streets, when they're 15, 16, when they get around their friends. So we can't just put that on the parents, because my children grew up with me. You know, they've been with me their entire lives. And I feel I'm pretty liberal. I'm trans. I teach my kids the differences. But when they get around their little friends, I don't know how they communicate. And I know some of their friends are, and I know their parents, and they have different perspectives. So I don't want to just put that on the parents. And especially peer pressure and teen pressure, kids are swayed to go where their friends go. So you can't just put that on the parent, because my kids are very fair, but when they're not around me, I don't know what they're doing all the time. And I'm not going to say, oh, I know my kids, and I know my kids, but I don't know them when they're with their little friends. So we can't just put that on the parents. It's environment, it's who they pick and choose to be around. We don't have control of that. You know, some people do things and their kids still turn out to be monsters.
Absolutely. Because there's a fine line between what a parent can give a child and what a child chooses for themselves.
Exactly. Exactly.
Absolutely right.
But all of that works together, what both of you said.
Yeah, I mean, thank you, Hope, because I needed you to answer that question, because for me, it's just like, girl, let's not sit here and act like that. You guys don't, some of you don't push that. Like, don't push that. I just sat here and gave you an example of just one example of the shit that doesn't happen. If I would really hold women accountable for all the things that they have done to me, even with me protecting them when I done got in the ring, fighting their boyfriends and shit for them, bitch, because I'm like, this is my girl, I love my girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here sobbing because this nigga, this fucking dirtbag ass nigga that she fucking got his hands all over her, and I'm out here, bitch, about to get my fingers, toes, and neck broke by this puss ass nigga, and bitch, I turn around and still end up being a fag.
Same. Yes.
Still end up being, oh, you got AIDS. Still end up being man whore. Still end up being all of these things. I still end up being all of the slurs and everything down the line. Bitch, I wouldn't like women, but that's I can't hold the foolishness of the few. You know, for everybody. I can't do that. You get what I'm saying? Because I got so many women that support me and go to war and go to bed for me. And if I was out there, listen, even when Malaysia Book was out there fighting, it was girls out there jumping in there helping her. It wasn't no fucking men. It was black women out there helping that girl, pulling that girl in that stuff. It wasn't no men with that shit. It wasn't that. So I'm never gonna sit here and paint the picture.
let me come in from a different angle because I've been a comedian a long time and I never really worked in the gay arena as a comedian. I worked in, and hear me when I tell you, I have horrible stories of battle scars from other male comedians telling me you disrespecting men, not really black. You're abomination to men because you discrediting the man by you having boobs and you dressing like that and you being like that. And if I had a baby skin and took that and just put my tail between my legs and walked away, I wouldn't even still be here. A lot of this, Queen, and I watched The Shy last night, and I watched the Queen pull out the gun, Jasmine Davis pull out, and I said, Queens are built so strong and so tough, and people don't know that. We are animals on the inside because we had to be. We can't just have this demure softness. I don't care how pretty a girl is. It could be the loveliest queen in the country, but when that bitch get angry, he show up. He does. We get mad, we get diligent, we fight, we stand back. But that's any animal. If you back any animal to a wall and they have no other option, they're gonna come out fighting. We just have to fight too much, and I don't think that we should have to fight so much.
Right.
I think that things are getting a little easier from back when I was young to now, as far as talking about it. But I felt safer 20 years ago than I do now as a trans woman. I felt way safer. I did.
Really?
I did. And I was up in these comedy clubs or these hole in the wall rooms when trans was not transparent, when we weren't out on TV, when we didn't have representation. So I was like an anomaly, and I still went. I never felt threatened like that. I never was attacked in that situation. You always gonna get one, but that one usually was one that want to have or what have you. But sometimes you would get in a situation, but when you knuck up with them, they're not up for the challenge, because the embarrassment of saying that I got my ass beat by a trans woman is way harder to live down than saying, man, you disrespected that trans or that tranny or whatever, because they didn't call us that. In my day, they was like, oh, that's a man, that's a dude. So that's what I grew up with. But we always stood up for ourselves. And I'm telling you, it's harder now than it was 20 years ago, because I felt safer then. I didn't even have to carry a pistol then.
Well, what makes you think that it's hard? Well, what makes you feel that way, that it's harder now? Do you think it's because we became more visible? Do you think it's because because we're occupying more spaces now than we have before, or is it because it's more representation that's come out? Because I mean, Flame, listen, there's not a lot of trans comedians like you on Are They Ready and stuff like that. Like that was a representation that we needed. Like, listen, I'm loud, live, and in color all over the fucking internet, and been over for 15 years. Over 15 years, I've been the same person. All of this stuff is needed, which spawned lots of girls to really come out and start saying that they trans. There's a lot of them have stealth lies, like stealth.
Yeah, but I think that throughout the years, Maddie, because when you would see one tranny back in the day, you would only see one, and you might not see another one for 2 or 3 years. You know what I mean? But now, when you get close to the target, the closer you get to the target, the more drama comes at you. So I think we're getting closer to the target of the world opening up to accept us. But while we're right at the door, it's just going to be a battle, because they're fighting against it. We're fighting for it. Some people are fighting with us. Some people are fighting against us. We just have to stand strong as who we are. And we got to stop fighting the little stuff. We got to fight just what Hope said. Like I said on They Ready, this current administration is trying to erase the trans community. Mm-hmm. That's what we need to be fighting. We don't need to be worried about whether somebody calls us a he or she. That matters. But in the big scheme of things, that shit don't matter. If they take away our housing and our health care, our mental capacity, hormones, that ain't shit that we need to remain trans women. Donald Trump wants to erase all that. That is what we need to be fighting. We need to win the war and not a battle. We need to win the big war.
Yeah, but those little battles keep the war going. So we have to. But once again, Flame, this is where we always get in that rocky disagreement role. But it's like we aim for the top, but even in government, we aim for the top. Get the president out. We need to be down there in the bottom. Get that mayor out. Get that motherfucking, get that councilwoman out. Get that senator. Get that senator out. Get that fucking the representative that's in your community. Get that bitch out. Those little small.
Maddie, statistically, do you know how many trans people and gay people do not vote and are not registered to vote? We got to start at home. We have to start. So many. We talk about it, but so trans women and gay men are not registered to vote and don't vote. Like it ain't gonna affect me. It affects us first, especially if you're poor or if you're not rich. It affects
75%, 75%
see,
the Black
we
LGBTQ community.
we need a huge campaign where the trans girls vote, register to vote. I don't want them to know my real name, bitch. It don't matter about that.
Or flame. They don't want to show up to present as a trans person.
Right.
To vote.
That's true, Craig. That's true. So, Maddie, we got to start at the root. We got to go back to the source. You got that powerful voice, Giselle. Hope Giselle got that powerful. We got to get these gays and these trans girls and trans men to register to vote and then to go through with it on voting day.
I did not know that it was 75%.
75%, and the number has not changed since the last time that I did the Get Out the Vote campaign in 2018 with the National Center for Trans Equality.
75% of Black.
75% of Black, and my thing is, I think that the number continues because we have a bunch of the newer generation, these younger girls, like Flame was saying. We have the younger girls and boys who are not registering to vote because they either don't feel seen or a lot of them don't want to vote within. And as silly as it is to us, because I think we're older now, so we understand that the vote matters more than us feeling, awkward for a couple of moments without ID. These new kids, they do come from this microwave pop satisfaction generation where if I can't have my gender marker changed or if they're not going to address me by she when I go up, then I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it. That number
we got to beat that.
That number is mind blowing. I had no idea it was that great.
And that's where we have to start. That's where we have to start. And so don't be mad if you look like Sheila, but bitch, on your driver's license, it say Herbert. Bitch, go get and vote. Change the driver's license. Shit.
Not Sheila and Herbert.
Bitch.
You look like Sheila, but your ID says Herbert.
No, actually, Craig, it says Eugene. Remember Tuwafu? Eugene. Eugene. Eugene.
Don't be sensitive, y'all. We're just joking. We're just joking.
But I think that we need a trans woman to speak on that. And we need a powerful, strong voice. Because hope you get. I was talking to Craig about you just the other day. I love that you get so passionate about it. I say, but that bitch is angry, baby. That bitch gets mad.
I do.
Need to push to our sisters and brothers, our trans, to make us to register to vote. We need somebody to get in our head and beat us like a drum to get us out there to register to vote, because this is where we have an impact. We're voting for our rights. Barack Obama gave gay marriage and gave us a lot of rights. If Donald Trump gets back in office for the next 4 years, the first thing he's going to do is eradicate gay marriage. He's going to dissolve the ones that's already in, and he's going to stop it. We have to stop him, but we have to register to vote. Our voice is powerful, but we have to use it.
Patricia said, this is my girl, Patricia. Patricia say, so is that Black cisgender women fault too, since we get blamed for everything wrong in the Black community?
Oh,
no, but here's the thing.
Patricia.
No, listen, Patricia, I feel where Patricia is coming from, because Patricia is a Black woman. And when you sit down as a Black woman and you sit down and you hear the blame being put on Black women for everything, the Black women get blamed for this, Black women get blamed for that, Black women get blamed for this, Black women, this and the other Black women. I get where, and here's the thing, what I understand, like I hope you made a valid point on the grapevine the other day, about understanding, that we understand that we're not cisgender females. We're not females. We are trans
women.
So I've always got my arm up and say, listen, I don't know what it's like to be a female. I don't, because I don't have female parts. I don't have that. So I understand what it is, and I understand, females wanting things or wanting things of their own. Like, I want this is my space. I want to be in this space. This is mine. They want to have ownership of something, and I totally understand that, and I get where they're coming from. So we can't dismiss, Black women's feelings about, I just want something of my own. me for everything, and we are also oppressed too, and this and the other. I get it. I get it when they speak out like that, because it's us saying this, we sounding off over here too, saying, well, we trans women, we going through this and this is what's going on. But I do feel like that we can coexist together, especially with us sharing that marker, that woman marker. Like, she's a cis woman, cis black woman, I'm a trans black woman.
Period. But another thing, because I just saw a comment that Denise said, is that hope is very angry and will cause serious problems for all women. Let me tell y'all something. As a marginalized person 3 times over, right? When I get the mic, I'm never going to get the mic and waste people's time for the sake of being PC and politically correct, because folks don't listen to marginalized people when marginalized people come with rationale, which is why we're rioting, which is why you see looting, which is why you see all of this stuff happening. Because for so long, Black people have been kumbayaing, and that shit ain't working. And so when I get a space, I'm not coming in with a kumbaya. I'm coming in with my facts. I'm coming in with my research. I'm coming in with my ambition and my drive. And if that makes you uncomfortable as a person who does not feel or chooses to not feel and chooses to not stand in your truth in that moment, that's on you. But don't ever critique the way that somebody else is doing the work if you're not going to do the work. Don't tell me how to do the work if you're not doing it. Don't tell Madison how to do it if you're not doing it. Don't tell Flame how to get up there and properly tell jokes if you're not going to get up there and do it in a better way. And I think a lot of you all need to understand that it's not always anger. I turn up because when you turn up, you get views. Because when we sit down and we act like we got some sense, y'all motherfuckers act like we not saying nothing. When you turn up though, y'all tune in. So don't act like y'all don't be here for the shits, because y'all do. But I think that when it comes down to it, I'm not making anything better or worse for anybody. I'm putting it out there and allowing people to make their own decisions, because that's where I'm from. I'm from a place of starting with love, speaking with empathy, and moving towards progress. Because if we can't start there and move somewhere else without people understanding the pain that they're putting other people through, then we're never going to get anywhere. So if people think that trans people are not in pain, then people will continue to act like it's not a big deal. So when I speak, I want you to hear my pain. When I speak, I want you to hear these experiences, because I don't want you to ever think that this shit is sweet over here, because it's not.
Well, I'm for militia, bitch. I'm a militant queen, bitch. I'm for war, bitch. I'm for putting them up. I'm for war, bitch. I'm with all the war. That's how I am. So I'm for a militant government, bitch. When it comes down, if I was the president, I'd tell all my motherfucking trans girls to mask up, bitch, and motherfucking scrap up, bitch, all the way, and take out any moving target, bitch. That's me.
Man, you should run for president. I vote for you.
Well, they say I ain't the proper one to be, so that wouldn't be me. You
can't be no worse than nigga we already got. Shit.
Listen, I'll be okay, Kanye. But listen, I'll be the Secretary of Defense. That'll be me.
Ooh.
Let Laverne or Janet run for president. I'll be, as long as they hire me as Secretary of Defense, we gonna be all right. Because if I had the opportunity to motherfucking drop the BOMBs on the motherfucker, BOMBs, I'd have been pressed go. Then a bitch would have been eradicated. All right, y'all. We don't come to the end of the show. We don't have a good time. We don't win 30 minutes over. Flame, you and I need to get together and talk about something you and I both are open to talk about, because you said a prostate exam. Well, we need to talk about that, because I had one just recently.
But Maddie, why you have one? Because you're not old enough. You're only 42, right?
Oh, bitch, I'm still going to see about it. I done got fucked in my ass a few times, so I need to go in there and see what's going on.
But that's not what a prostate exam is about. A prostate exam is
go in there. Go in there.
As Black people, especially as we identify as Black trans women, but underlying we still born Black male. At 40, it used to be at 50 that Black men had to get it because of our diets and because of the way we were raised and what the longevity in our family. Whatever diseases run in our family. Heart disease runs in my family. Diabetes runs in my family. And I never got a colonoscopy. I've had a couple of just a prostate exam, which is what I'm going to get now. But I have an appointment coming up for a colonoscopy. We have to do this, even as Black trans women, because we still have the internal of a black man. So we have to get our prostate checked. Honestly,
I mean,
because
it ain't wrong. I ain't scared to talk about it. I ain't scared to talk about it. It don't make us less trans. And see, this is what we got. This is what people got to understand. It does not make us less trans.
Women get their prostate checked. Women get their rectum checked for cancer and everything. So it's the same. Well, now they get colonoscopy, not their prostate. They get colonoscopies.
Right.
Women don't have prostate. I was about bad flame. Craig, you were supposed to check me on that.
Well, you caught yourself. You caught yourself.
You the fact checker.
But see, Craig, listen to me. That was Flame. That was the way Flame was easing her agenda on to the thing. Because she always say, you listen, when you was growing up, did you use 2 fingers or did you use your hand? It's only one or the other. So you already know that's the way Flame eases in her little thing. She got it on in.
You shit, bitch. Shit, bitch. You ain't
She got it on in. She got it in, goddammit. She eased it on in. You know.
Wait a minute, Hope. I'm a trans woman and I'm being attacked by this cisgender woman. Could you please help me? She's attacking me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we done came to the end of the show. Flame, I love you here. You know.
I hit you up.
Bye. Okay. We done came to the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. We had a good panel. Like Flame was here, Hope is here, Craig is always here. We had a good time, and everybody had, you know, they that you guys learned something from the situation. I'm hoping that you guys take something away and you know, apply it. Like if you take something away and you apply it to your life, don't just come here and absorb the information and then don't take it and apply it. You know, let's think about it. Let's put it out there. Think about the shit that we got going on or whatever. I'd like to thank Hope there on the screen. Hope, do you have any closing things that you want to say before you go?
I'm good.
Hope, you say you're good. Craig, do you have any closing things you want to say?
No, I don't. But thank you guys for watching and tuning in as always. And thank you for those of you that sent a little something through the Cash App. I appreciate it.
Oh, and speaking of that, let me give my shouts before I leave because, you know, here we go. I'm gonna go back from the top. Marquise, yes, ma'am. Listen, Marlon Bab, you had to hit me up last night. Thank you, Marlon. Marquise Tyree, Daenerys Supreme, Cynthia Haskins, Creighton, Cedric, the LPM. My God, you got a good job out there. Laval. Woo, baby. When I say rain down on me, you hear me? Shizzy Snorlax. What's up, baby? Rory Blaze. Yes, God. You say 520s make 100. My God, today. Marcus Parker, you sent me that $10 Flame. I told you I don't go that way. The Trinity Show. Thank you, baby. Carpenter. Yes. Melissa Black. Thank you, baby. Daryl Mayo. Dakota Cox. That's the big Cox. Dakota Cox. God damn it. That's Laverne's cousin, Dakota. Yeah. Cephas. My God. Oh, Cephas, you said you lost a friend to COVID. Wednesday, when we come back, we will be talking about, you know, what is going on with this COVID-19 shit, you know. We got to talk about that. Kiosha, my God. Yes, ma'am. Kiosha. Now, Kiosha, you know I ain't going to read that line because you're going to get me in trouble with that. I ain't going to read that. But Kiosha, I understand. I love you. Makisha Battle. I love that last name, honey. I'm going to add that to my repertoire. P.S. Madison Battle. Yes, Makisha Battle. Kathy LaFair. Yes, ma'am. And Arsenio. Thank you, Arsenio. I'm all right, Mo. Ain't nothing but throat no more. It ain't morning no more, goddamn. Thank you. All right. I love you guys. I thank you so much. Hope don't you move. We got to chat. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Y'all already know I'm ratchet. Bitch, you know I'm loud, live, and in color. Ain't there another motherfucking hoe like me. Bitch, I say how I say it on my heart, how I feel it. And if you don't like the way I say it on my heart, how I feel it, you are welcome to exit. The door is over there, or however you need to click off. You don't got to watch me haul the fucking ass. Because, bitch, I'm going to be the TS, bitch, until the day the TS is up under the dirt, bitch. That's what I'm going to be. Oh, my God. Thank you, Robert Tyson. You my baby. And Patreons, I'm gonna be in there with you guys tonight. I told you we're on break. We are on break for the Queen Supreme Court. We on break, child. I got to go to Florida. We got stuff going on, so we on break right now. We'll be back, honey, possibly the end of the month or maybe August 1st, somewhere in that area. But we off right now. We just doing the morning show and other little stuff or whatever. You know, me and Craig got a big project that we working on that we coming together with. So you guys stay tuned. You know, especially my business folks or whatever. We about to start a workshop. So, and we've been working on that behind the scenes. I love you guys. I will definitely talk with you later on. Please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to Hope, subscribe to the Patreon. I'll be in there with you guys later on tonight. If I ain't in there with you later on tonight, I'm there. Mo, you off tomorrow, ain't you? Oh, well, Mo ain't coming to work tomorrow. So I'll be in there with you either tonight or tomorrow or whatever. We gonna start doing this shit 5 days a week, ain't it, Mo? Yep. My God, today. Baby, that check, you trying to get all that check. God damn it. Mo, you got your apartment over there. You got,
yeah, you know, it's all fixed up.
It's all fixed up. You know, I got to come on and get your house warm and present.
I don't mind.
I'll bring you a scrubber. Go down there, the man just sit and pick up in the car, in my BMW. Or my other truck outside. I go pick up and bring it. I'm gonna pick up in my old truck so the bitch don't think I got no money because I ain't giving her another $2. You give her the rest.
You try to deceive him, huh?
You give her the rest. I don't need the motherfucker think I got no money. Bitch, you ain't giving $2, bitch. You go over there, that Nigerian man gonna keep you over there all night long. You may get your own bowl of jollof. Or some chicken and tomato stew.
No jollof. Some fried rice. I got some fried rice.
Oh, shit. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed this Monday. I love you guys. Mo, take us on out of here, goddammit. We done had enough fun today. Shit. Is it on, honey? Is this bitch recording? What's up, YouTube land, Twitter land, Instagram, Snapchat, Grindr stuff, and all that other shit? This is your girl, T.S. Madison, and I'm coming to you loud, live, and in color with a very special announcement. Are you trying to get your business seen around the world? Are you trying to get those unique impressions? Is there a specific demographic that you're looking to reach? Well, look no further, honey. I'm your girl. We're currently running specials for our sponsorship packages that will boost your business. Email me at booktsmadison@gmail.com. Advertise with us today. See you soon. Bye. Shh. Quit talking and listen. Get over to my Patreon right now so that you can receive some exclusive content from the TS herself. Who you said? The TS. Patreon is with one-on-one exclusive content behind the scenes. You can even chat with me in there. Me and you. It's just me and you. So get to www.patreon.com/TS Madison Hinton and you'll be glad you did. I promise. This has been a T.S. Madison and RDE Multimedia Group presentation. Hey guys, if you just enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/TS Madison Hinton. Or if you're already here, click that bell up there, one of them, and subscribe so that you don't miss this or any other excellent content that I have for you. Don't meet me here. Beat me here. Ciao.